We hear you're a plant enthusiast. What are some of your favorite plants, and what is a good starter plant for those who do not have a green thumb?
So let me tell you, I became a plant dad because of 2020. I swear. Let me tell you, right? So when was it? January. I literally had one plant in January. I'm like, you know what? That plant needs a friend. So let me go to the plant store, got another plant. And it's just been, I don't know, I have like 15 now. And it's like, my friends think I'm like having a meltdown, like a midlife crisis. But I mean, I don't know. If you don't have a pet, if you don't have children, I mean, a plant, you know, I talk to them. It's weird. I play music on Saturdays. I play jazz while you water them. So it's like tricks of the trade. So when someone asks me, it's like, hey, I don't have a green thumb. It's like, you need more than that. You need a good playlist. You need good water. So, I mean, they're all easier to take care of. You just have to, you know, give it some love, give it some care. They're humans at the end of the day. If you put your ears to them, they'll talk to you, I swear.
What is your favorite word to say with a Boston accent?
Pack.
Pack?
Pack.
Do you actually say that?
I don't know another way of saying it. Pack.
You gotta pack the car.
Pack the car. Can't get there from here.
Amazing.
What is your secret to perfect mac and cheese?
Let's see. I use probably like 4 or 5 different cheeses, and then I use eggs, peppers, a little bit of salt, some I don't use like the regular mac and cheese noodles. I like to use like a different type of noodle. There's like a spiral kind of noodle, not like the pasta salad one, but like the big one that's like an actual noodle. And then I use the canned milk, evaporated milk. What else? Cream cheese, a little bit of Velveeta, and some butter. I think that's everything. Sometimes I'll put like pepper jack in it if I want to make it like a spicy one.
That sounds bomb. I would totally eat that.
Karen, we're gonna need you to send us that recipe.
Yeah, please.
What is your sign name and why?
So it's a C. It's the shape of a C, and you put it here, Caesar. So the answer is pretty simple, if I'm being honest with you. Typically, when you have a sign name, a boy's sign name is typically at the top part of the head, just because this is back in the day where boys would wear their hats, so male names are typically on the top of the head. So that's why my sign name is Caesar. It's a very generic sign name.
You have gorgeous hair, which is so true. What is your secret?
My secret is my brother's my hairdresser.
Really?
Okay, well, 2 things, right? So I have my brother who's my hairdresser. His name is Carlos, and he goes by Hair Weave Killa, and I will give you his Instagram stuff and all his stuff. But it's he's a hairdresser in Jersey City, New Jersey, and he doesn't let me do anything to my hair without his approval. He's very strict. And he maintains my mane. So I use a specific shampoo and conditioner as directed, and for like hair products, I only use Paul Mitchell hair products. I use mousse and gel, and I have a specific type of brush that I use. They're open bristles. I don't wash my hair every single day. I try to be mindful about because my hair dries. The water, the way it is treated in Virginia is ridiculous, because anytime I come home and I shower here versus in New Jersey, I'm like, it's so dry. But to answer, I have a brother who's a hairdresser, and so he maintains my hair. I don't blow dry it often. I don't wash it. I do wash it, excuse me. I don't wash it every single day. I try to do like 3 to 4 days sometimes to keep natural oils in my scalp, because my scalp also dries easily. But yeah, and I'm very careful about how often I dye my hair. So I turned to my brother, I'm like, what do we do this time, kid? And like the last time I went home, I was like, can we add darker colors? He just looked at me like, no. you know how long it took us to get you to blonde. We will not add darker colors. I'm like, oh, all right.
You and your partner recently just got married. Despite COVID, what did you both do to make your wedding day still special?
So we were supposed to have a wedding, like physically outside and like have like 100 people or whatever, but obviously we couldn't do that because it was like right in the middle of it. It was supposed to be May 30th. So instead we did a little Zoom conference, and we just had like the immediate like 15 people that were important to us, friends and family, come on. And we dressed in like some fun outfits. We didn't wear our actual wedding outfits because we're saving that for like when we can have the ceremony. So we wore some like fun run-through costumes, and we just kind of exchanged vows. And then we got an ice cream cake, and we cut the cake, and then we had a little photo shoot. So that was what we did to sort of celebrate it. And it was a very bittersweet day because we were glad that we did something, but it was also like we were supposed to be like actually in front of all these people. And it was very emotional in that sense, where it was like, wow, this pandemic is really like, we can't see friends and family for like, who knows how long. Everything has to be through a screen for so long. So it was kind of bittersweet, but we are legally married. We just will have a reception when all of this pandemic bullshit is over.
What is your skincare regimen and number one product to buy?
My skincare regimen. Right now, I'm a little dry with everything because of this whole COVID situation, but I've managed to keep it nice, as you see. So, my skincare regimen, honestly, I love Dr. Jart's. Dr. Jart's foam face wash. I love that. The only thing I will say, if you're going to use it, you use a drop. Like, you will make a mistake and buy it and use the regular face wash, and then next thing you know, your entire head will be covered. I promise. It's really like, it will make you want to step out the shower and call Dr. Jart's yourself. Like, I want to make a customer complaint. I almost feel like I was being murdered. Yeah, like, it's real serious. And then for moisturizer, I honestly love Cetaphil. I like to keep my moisturizer basic just because, like, I don't know, I feel like when I pile everything on, and then being in Florida, my body still sometimes, it switches to New York. And then like sometimes I'm like, you know, I can walk through the sun and not sweat. And then like on days like maybe yesterday, I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm ready for the 80 degrees summer now. And I always joke about the 80 degree summer because in Rochester, you know, 80 degrees to you guys is summer, but to us, it's like, no, that's cold. Yeah, that's freezing actually.
So our next question, and we kind of touched on some of it, but who is your favorite artist, performer, musician, writer, whatever you feel, and why? And do you feel like their work has had an impact on what you produce, and how has that happened?
Favorite rapper of all time. I'm gonna quote a line from one of his songs. The letter N, short for Nasir, more drama than the president with North. Nasir Jones, Nas, my favorite rapper of all time. That man has had a tremendous influence on my career. Tremendous. Because he's like a rapping poet, and like people don't really understand the stuff that he's saying because it's very poetic, but he does it in such a way that's so brilliant. Yeah. Like the man is brilliant. I own on Spotify every album this man has put out. Every song. Like my favorite album, of course, is Illmatic. Like that was the first like album I had by him. And that man is just, if I ever had a chance to sit down and meet that guy, like if I ever had a chance to first off, I would be starstruck and wouldn't know what on earth to say. House has just been such an amazing influence to me. And I just want people to understand and know that the reason why he's such a big influence to me is that he is, first off, he's extremely pro-Black. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the song I Know I Can, but Nas is such an amazing person. I've actually seen him live 3 different times. I was close enough to touch him one time, and I reached out to try to give him a handshake, and I fell over the barricade. He probably thought I was crazy, but like he's my number one. I don't put anybody above him, at least.